Hello everyone, welcome to the new video. A very amazing news, TCS NQT has been announced and the batches that are eligible are 2019, 2020, 2021 and 2022, right? And the exam dates are 24th, 25th and 26th of October. Now, a lot of you may be confused that, okay, the syllabus has changed, maybe TCS NQT has changed. You may have gotten the news from your college or your friends that not just TCS, there are other companies also hiring based on NQT scores, and the syllabus has also changed. There are new different sections as well. So don't worry, we'll cover all of that in the video. However, the main objective of this video is to help you fill the form. Now, what is the reason why we are helping you to fill the form? Every year, we have seen 5 to 6% of the people who fill the form, but they fill it incorrectly, and somehow because of that reason, their hall ticket is not generated. Now, this is very bad, right? You apply, you prepare, and then your hall ticket is not generated, and you get to know maybe 1 day before or 2 days before the exam, right? So, which is why we will do a step-by-step process of registration or of the registration of filling the TCS form, and we'll tell you everything about it, right? However, first, I want to clear up your doubts about, what is TCS NQT? What is the change in the pattern? Why different companies are hiring via the same exam, right? So I will cover that. In the comment section of this video, maybe you would have watched my syllabus and my recruitment process video earlier, right? So in the case, you would already know all of this information, which I'm going to cover now. So in this case, if you just want to see that, okay, how do you fill the form? So we will put the timings of when I start filling the form in the first comment section, and we'll pin that particular comment, right? So you can click upon that timing and then the video will play from there, right? So, but I would recommend that you watch the first part of the video because it's going to be very interesting, right? So moving further, the TCS NQT, that is the National Qualifier Test. So one thing that changed is, obviously the exam date is 24, 25 and 26. So one thing that first changed from last year was, the registration used to happen on campus commune. That is internal product of TCS, right? But this year it's happening on TCS Ion. Now, what is TCS Ion? Some people are also saying not just TCS, other companies will also hire, right? So as of now, it's 1 a.m. in the night when I'm shooting the video. My whole team, that is 70 people who are working at Prep Insta, are working the whole night to make sure that, we upload or we change the syllabus, we upload new videos, we edit those videos, all of that. So our whole team is working as of now. So, whatever you will get tomorrow morning or when this video is uploaded on Prep Insta would most be true, but still we'll keep on updating it, right? So now, let me tell you a little background. So I went to Chennai last year and we had a meeting with TCS Ion. That is a subsidiary or like a different project of TCS. Obviously, TCS different projects, different subsidiary. So what that TCS Ion does is, it helps government exams like RRB, AIEEE, IIT, CAT, GMAT, not GMAT, VIT, EEE, and all of these exams. This TCS Ion takes money from all of these government agencies and then they help them to conduct these exams online or in test centers, or to help them give the infrastructure, to plan things, to take care of the whole project, right? Now, TCS also, TCS Ion is a subsidiary of TCS. Now, TCS exam was also, TCS Ion helped them in all these things. So last year when I went to Chennai, these people wanted to launch a product which was a competitor to AMCAT, CoCube, ZLitmus and all of these exams, right? And they named that product particularly called as TCS Ion CCQT. And what we came into a partnership was about that, okay, we will help TCS Ion market the CCQT, that is Common Corporate Qualifier Test, so that more students know about it and more students give the exam, right? Now, the TCS CCQT could have also been bought on the TCS Ion website, that is this website. It could also be bought on Prep Insta. At Prep Insta, we were selling at a lower price than TCS because of certain things, right? So that was the aim. Now, what this year they have done is, obviously TCS was also hiring with CCQT. So with CCQT, there were over 200 companies that were hiring via the CCQT score, just like AMCAT scores are published, or e-litmus scores are published, or CoCube scores are published, companies see your scores and call you for interviews. So similarly, they also wanted to do that. So a few companies that I remember are JSW and Tata Steel, or most of the Tata group of companies like TCS, Tata Steel, Tata Capital, Tata Motors, Tata Salt, Tata Consumer Products, Tata LXI. So all of these companies were there. Apart from that, non-Tata group of companies were also hiring via CCQT exam. Like JSW Steel, RBL Bank, Kotak Mahindra. Maybe the companies may have changed right now, but this is what I remember. There's also a page. You can just Google companies hiring via CCQT. And our page will come. There would be the list of all the 200 companies, right? So now they've merged this. So they are like, okay, why to rather conduct TCS exams separately? Let TCS use the CCQT scores itself. We will save humongous amount of cost, because to conduct one exam and then to conduct another exam separately means spending 50 to 100 crores of rupees for TCS, right? So they want to reduce their cost. So they said, okay, let's merge these two things. Let's merge TCS NQT. Let's merge TCS CCQT together. I also spoke with one of the TCS hiring team guy approximately 20 minutes ago, 1 a.m. in the night. We also had a chat about for about half an hour regarding the same. So we kind of have understood the whole process. We already knew the dates that 24th, 25th and 26th were going to be the dates since the last 1 month, but we were not able to, we were not allowed to disclose it before TCS does. So now we are announcing it. So essentially they have merged the exam. So you will give the exams, your scores will be generated based upon scores, those scores. First, TCS will be hiring, right? And after TCS hiring is done, these scores will also be sent to other Tata group of companies or other non-Tata companies as well, and they will be also able to hire you directly via this course. So that's a very amazing opportunity that is there. So the last date to register is 17th of October, but we've seen from the last 2 years that TCS announces the date, and then because a lot of people do not register by the deadline and colleges request them to delay the exam. So in the last 2 years, they have both the times they have delayed the exam. So even though they say 24th, 25th and 26th to be exam date, we think that it could be delayed this year also. And they'll announce it obviously beforehand. Right. So as I told you, who can apply? Everybody can apply who's looking for a fresher's job. Right. Now in the case, TCS NQT has 3 different things, 3 different sections. So first one is called mandatory section. The second one is called industry section or industry NQT. The third one is called the subject NQT or the subject test. Now, forget about industry NQT and subject NQT as of now. I'll talk about that 2 minutes from now. The mandatory section has verbal ability, 24 questions, reasoning ability, 24 questions, 30 minutes for verbal, reasoning, 30 questions, 50 minutes, numerical, 26 question, 40 minutes, right? So this is a mandatory section that everybody has to give. Now, once you fill the form, and you will also see when we will be filling the form, during the time when we are filling it, there will be a checkbox that will say that, okay, if you want to apply for TCS, there is this particular section that you should give definitely. There's this subject NQT additional section that you mandatorily have to give. If you don't give that, then TCS will not consider your scores, right? So that section is called as programming skills section. So there's one additional mandatory section that is called as programming skills. You have to give that, and then only TCS will consider your scores. So that particular section, programming skill, is of 1 hour. That has programming logic, which was obviously there last year, then which has coding, 2 questions. So programming logic, 10 questions, 15 minutes, first coding question 15 minutes, second coding question 30 minutes. So overall 1 hour, right? Now TCS is also saying, TCS is also saying that you can give this exam multiple times. So CCQT is conducted 4 times a year, right? So every 4 months, every 3-4 months it's conducted, right? Similarly, this NQT exam, from which obviously TCS will also hire and other companies will also hire, TCS will hire. So this exam could also be given multiple times throughout, right? So let's say after 3 months, it will be announced again. But the point is, I will tell you that, okay, even though you can give the exam multiple times, but I will tell you, perform in this one itself. The reason being, TCS will hire, let's say, 25,000 to complete their hiring this time, right? Maybe next time when the exam happens, TCS is only hiring 400 people, 500 people, 600 people, right? So you don't know about that. This time they're officially saying that, okay, this is TCS NQT, right? So that's important. Now, once TCS hiring is complete, there will be something called as industry NQT happening. So TCS course will generate, TCS hiring will get complete. They'll call you for interviews, top performing people for digital and NQT, both interviews will happen. Then second, you perform moderately, so only ninja will happen. Then third, maybe you did not perform well, so nothing will happen for you, right? So in the case when TCS hiring is complete, when TCS has conducted its interviews and sent offer letters, after that, they'll open these scores that, okay, other companies, these are the scores of these people. 3 lakh people gave this exam. Why don't you hire from these scores, right? Companies are like, okay, obviously we don't have to visit different colleges. We will save crores and crores of rupees. Let's just take TCS course only, right? So they'll say that, okay, all the people who are from mechanical, you applied for TCS, so programming skill was mandatory, right? But you again give your industry NQT additional section. So you will give mechanical exam, mechanical students will give triple E exam, triple E student will give, or basically triple E industry NQT or mechanical industry NQT. So those exams will happen later. So it will be announced later after 2 months, 3 months, right? Don't worry about that. I'm just telling you in advance. So what will happen? The scores in verbal, logical and quants, that are these 3 topics, would stay the same. Additionally, you will give 1 hour exam of mechanical, 1 hour exam of let's say civil. And then these 3 scores plus that scores, then they will be sent to, let's say, JSW Steel or Tata Motors or Tata Capitals, and then they will call you for the interviews, right? So you can give this exam multiple times. If you give it multiple times, so let's say if your score is not good, so you can give it again. So whichever is the higher score, that will be considered. But then again, maybe TCS will not hire them, right? So that's very important. The exam can be given from home and also from center. The score is valid for 2 years. There would be unlimited job openings that for all the companies that hire. So there are over 200 companies, I think, right? So, okay. So now I've told you everything. One last thing is the syllabus has also changed. So maybe whatever we mentioned with the TCS exam on our website, wrong. Whatever we've mentioned on our website, maybe from 1 day before today, is wrong. The team, 70 plus people of Prep Instar, are working as of now to update the syllabus, to update the topics that are there, right, on our website. As of now, in the night, it's 1:30, right? So these guys are working right as of now. So one more thing is, a lot of people will tell you that this is the syllabus and this is the online classes, go ahead and purchase it. Do not trust them. The syllabus has changed. So if I show you, since CCQT is conducting this exam, so the syllabus is of TCS CCQT, not TCS NQT. So the syllabus would be different. So if I'm to show you, so the syllabus would be this. Very quickly, I'm showing you, showing to all of you. So there are new sections, obviously, that you will be able to see. So new section is, if we look at verbal, so there is fill in the blanks, tenses, preposition, sentence completion. So for example, TCS only had in verbal, they had close test, they had reading comprehension. That's it. These 2 topics, and then there's one more, 3 topics. But as you can see, in the CCQT, there are these topics, right? So if somebody tells you that if you don't see this syllabus, this is the official syllabus that TCS gave us since we had meeting with them. So we were like, okay, we want to know everything, right? So for example, passage ordering, sentence ordering was not part of TCS, but it will be there this year in the exam. Same goes for spellings, synonyms, antonyms, word selection, error identification, sentence arrangement, sentence completion. All of these would be there. If I come to logical, which is a new section altogether, earlier logical was the part of quants, right? So in this thing, meaningful word creation, number series, blood relations, ages, odd man out, analogy, all of these, again important. Then again, when I come to quants, speed, time and distance. So quants is basically quants, whole syllabus is the same, just that prime products is the new one, right? So if you don't see this syllabus, I'm sure there would be a few YouTube videos which will continue to show the same syllabus that they were showing earlier, and now also don't trust them. I'm sure that they will watch the video, this video, and they will update it. But I want you to know that, okay, who's right, who's wrong, who's just making a slide recording, who's just, making a PPT and recording that PPT and putting voice, and who's shooting all of this like this. So maybe my team could do this, that for Ishan, maybe for a moment, just let them see that, okay, we use this green background, right? Maybe for a moment, just let them see how we shoot this video in the green background. So this is how we shoot this video. My slide will go away. So we'll kind of shoot Avengers someday here also, right? So let's go ahead. So we'll include this particular time in the comment section. Let's go ahead and register. So if I click on register now, I would need my phone. So the first thing, I could also log in via Google, Facebook and all of these, right? But I'll not be going ahead and logging via that. I'll be going ahead and creating a new account. So I click upon create new account. Now I will be using my personal ID, that is kaushik.vish@gmail.com. Okay, so this would come here. My full name would be Atulya Kaushik. So last time also I filled the form and I got a hall ticket. Okay, because obviously I filled this correctly. Now, in the case of password, your password should have these things. One capital letter, one small letter, one number and one special character. So as soon as I start writing it, so let's say prep insta @1. Okay, let me go ahead and type prep. So as soon as you can see, it gives me error. So I will write, let's say prep, PREPINSTA @1, or this. So in fact, let me just show it to you what I've written. I've written prep insta. Maybe you are not able to see this, so I'll just go ahead and continue. So I'll write here prep insta @1 hash, right? So I'll write the same thing, prep insta @1 hash. Same, prep insta @1 hash. Right. Now I'll enter my phone number. Right. Okay, so now you would have to validate this number, right? Now, when you click upon validate, it will send you an OTP. So I hope that I get the OTP. Okay, so it's 2332. I click upon validate OTP, it gets validated. Then I click upon this. That is, so basically, let me first cancel it. So let me enter capital X, X, J, H, I, Z, 6. In fact, I'm confused if it's capital Z or not, so I will refresh it. So I'll get C, B, F, Q, B, 3, 4, right? So now I'll click upon this. So there are 3 things that you have to check. So I have read this condition, then privacy policy. You click upon this. I've read privacy policy also, terms of use. I've read terms of use also. And then you click upon OK, right? And then finally you click upon create your account. So now your account would be created. I'll save this for future purposes. I will select my state. So I live in, let's say, Tamil Nadu. So I will click on Tamil Nadu. Right. Now I have registered. Now a lot of people will be like, okay, you registered, but you came back on the same page. Don't worry, it will take us a few moments, right? So first, here you have to enter where you are currently as of now, or where you are currently on 24th, 25th and 26th. One more thing that I would tell you. A lot of people make this mistake that, okay, they enter their college email ID here. But if you enter your college email ID after you complete your degree, this email ID will be removed, right? This email ID, college will delete this email ID, right? So in this case, what will happen is maybe TCS will send you your offer letter and you will never get offer letter, or maybe TCS will send you your joining date and you will never get it, right? So make sure that you enter your personal email ID here. Please, I forgot to tell you earlier, I'm telling you now, right? So date of birth also, what TCS is saying, in fact, let me just go back. So you can read a lot about this. So date of birth and all of these things is what they will share. So in fact, it's not letting me go. So let me come back here. So basically date of birth is 2002 earlier people, right? So in this case, I'll enter, let's say I was born in 1999, October 1st, right? So make sure that you go ahead and check it. So TCS is saying that, okay, You should not be 28, more than 28 years old. So that's what they are saying. Now, residing state where you will give the exam. So as of now, let's say I am in Uttar Pradesh. Okay. So as of now, let's say I am in Uttar Pradesh, right? For example, okay. Let's say I am in Noida. Let's say Greater Noida. Okay, doesn't matter. Now I've entered all of this. Now it's now you will continue. You will go ahead and select your this. But the problem here is these guys are very weird. You may go ahead and fill the form and click upon submit, but the point is you have to enter your OTP twice. So I have to click upon generate OTP again. I have to click upon this thing again. So YISVVQV submit, and then another OTP will come. This time it will be 5-digit OTP. So 53. Just give me 1 second. 5388 3. So I click upon validate OTP. It says okay. So now I'm done. Now I will enter. So let's say first of all you should be BTech or MTech, right? MCA people are also allowed. So BTech. I will say that okay, I'm a CSE student, but let's say I'm a mechanical student, right? Now again, this is very important. Make sure that if you're a 2021. So let me just go back. It had said year of passing out time, right? So if you're a 2021 batch student, that is if you're in final year as of now and first time giving NQT. So in this case, you should go ahead and click upon 2021. And you should go ahead and generally, if you don't know that when you will graduate, so maybe anything, May, June, July, anything you want, you can enter, right? So you can say July, right? Safe side. I'll say 2021, say July 2021. 2020 people would know when they graduated. 2019 people would know when they graduated. 2022 people who would be kind of applying for internships at TCS and different companies, you say 2022 July, right? Now institute name, I'll enter my institute name, that is okay, so institute name, I have to click upon this. First, I have to enter Vellore, let's say, and I'll say it is in Tamil Nadu, and I'll say it's in Vellore, and I'll click upon search. So it will say Vellore Institute of Technology. So I'll click upon this, automatically it will get selected, right? Now, there are two ways how you can give the exam. I will recommend that you give exam online, but so we had a chat with TCS 1 month ago when they were, kind of taking suggestions from me that, okay, should we do the exam completely online? Should we do the exam partially, both online and offline? So this is what I told them. I was like, okay, for TCS, there are people from very, poor economic background who do not have phones also, maybe, who do not have internet also. They come from a very small village also, in which they don't get to know, right? So conducting it completely online for TCS would be very bad, because 3 to 4 lakh people give TCS exam every year. So make sure that you conduct it offline also. Government has now allowed people to travel here and there. For these people who don't have good internet connection, they can give offline. So that is exactly what they've done. A good job. We really love the way they've done it, right? So in this case, they are saying that, okay, minimum 2 Mbps connection is important. Working webcam is important. Google Chrome browser only. Windows and Ubuntu OS. So don't give it in Mac. Don't give it in phone. Don't give it in another type of, whatever types of computer are there. Android, they are not saying Android, right? So Google Chrome browser only, working webcam and audio as well. If you click on in center, so then in that case, you can go ahead and click upon it. If you do, most of the, I say 98% of the people would be applying it, right? Now, one more thing is, as soon as I upload my image is very important because webcam would be seeing that, right? As soon as I upload my image, I would get some error. So let me go ahead and open a new window. Downloads. Okay. So I'm going to choose this Among Us person Cyan, and I'm going to get an error as soon as I do it. So as you can see, it says that, okay, only in JPEG and JPEG format, right? So what you do is, I Google PNG to JPG converter, and let's go ahead and click upon. So you'll go to this website. Obviously, you will be able to search it on the Google, right? So you click upon upload files and choose the file. So let's say I'll choose the cyan PNG. This would be uploading. You'll click upon download all. Now this weird website downloads as a zip. Right, so I will have the JPG file here now. So I will go back here and in this, I will go and drag and drop this JPG file. So basically I am this. TCS will be checking that, okay, if I am this purple, I am this cyan Among Us person. Basically, to be honest, I am an imposter, right? So I'll click upon close now. Okay, so it says photograph is successfully uploaded, even though it doesn't say there. So now this is the section that there is. Okay, so you can click upon no. So now in this case, if you click upon no here, so you will not be eligible for TCS. You may be eligible for other companies like sales job or basically TCS, basically what they're saying here is TCS and other IT companies mandate programming skills as part of their criteria in selection process. Without this subject TCS NQT programming score, you will not be able to apply for job with TCS and other IT companies. Do you want to apply for this exam also? So this is mandatory. Now if you look here, you click upon this. So as you can see here, it says 12 questions are there, total 60 minutes, 10 of programming logic, 15 minutes, 1 hands-on exercise, 15 minutes coding, 1 hands-off exercise 2, 30 minutes coding, right? So essentially this. Now you go to this ZH F Y X 2 5 and then finally you click upon this and then click upon submit, right? Enter the correct text as shown in the image. So I entered the wrong text, ZXBTYMI. So submit. So I'm earlier I entered the wrong captcha, right? So I'll click upon this save. Now you make sure that you do take the screenshot of this page. Very important, right? Because it has your form ID, that is NQT 2014437 has been submitted. You will be, it says you will receive your login credentials for online only or hall ticket for in center exam in the email ID 2 days prior to the exam. So in that case, 22nd is when you will receive it. So you click upon close. Finally, a lot of people will be confused. Okay, have I applied? No, you haven't. So in this case, you click upon this close. As soon as you click upon this close, you have applied. If you just close this browser tab, then your process will be incomplete. You have to click upon this close. So when you click upon this close, here view details will come. So now you can go ahead and check whatever details that you filled here. I'll go ahead and cross that. These are the details. You can edit it before the date of the deadline by clicking upon edit application here. I don't think that you would need to do that further, right? So now that's pretty much about it. Now, coming to how do you prepare for the exam? So as I've told you already, right, the syllabus has changed, right? So this is the new syllabus that is there for essentially the verbal. So we will update the same syllabus. As of now, my team is working the whole night, so they'll update on the TCS pages of Prep Insta as well, right? We already had online classes for TCS CCQT, so we'll be merging those two online classes of TCS and TCS Ion CCQT. So we'll merge them together. We've seen like 5-6 different exams of CCQT, so we have all the previous year papers of that as well. I'm sure that there would be a few YouTube videos which would be coming with the wrong syllabus, so don't trust them. They don't know anything about it. A few YouTube videos of those would also tell you that, okay, buy our online classes. Now, you are giving wrong syllabus. Why should people buy our online classes in this particular case? Because you don't know anything about the exam. In fact, the videos that you have are of TCS, which are of last year. You never created the videos for CCQT exam, right? Prep Insta is the only company that had CCQT online classes since the last 1 year. Nobody else created it. So if in case you are selling it, so probably you will create it later after copying the actual syllabus, or maybe you are lying and giving the wrong videos with the wrong syllabus, right? So in this case, if you want to go ahead, so how do you prepare for the exam, right? So you can go ahead with the Prep Insta Prime course for TCS NQT. You can just go to Prime video here and then just scroll down to the TCS NQT section. So if I just very quickly go ahead and scroll down, so you have Persistent, eLitmus, CoCube, Scape Gemini, Infosys, AMCAT, TCS. So you go ahead and click upon the TCS one here. The link of this online class page would be in the description, and you go ahead and buy it. You click upon get subscription, and then you can go ahead and purchase it here. So 90,000 people have purchased in the last 1 year. We have 100% money back guarantee. Approximately 91% of the people who join this get placed, right? So it's a humongous number. In fact, if I'm to show you the quality of our online classes is like this. So if let's say I click upon this, so here Manish is teaching, so right? So the same thing, the green background here, so which is how we are shooting this. So if the online classes are not this and just PPT recording of videos, I don't think you should be trusting them. It's very easy to record a PPT. In fact, I saw many 2020 batch people who did not get selected in TCS. They create their YouTube channel and then they make a PPT and record their screen and put a voice and then tell, okay, these are actual TCS papers, you go ahead and buy. Don't do that, right? So you should know who to trust, who not to trust, right? So you can go ahead and do that. Else, you can go ahead and join just the Prime mock course, which does not have the videos, but all the previous year papers. I promise you, we are updating it as of now. My whole team is working the whole night. We'll also continue to work for the next few days. So you'll get the actual previous year CCQT and TCS papers in the Prime mock course. Mock course has just the mocks of previous year papers, but does not have videos, right? Again, a lot of you would say, sir, I have Wipro exam next month, that is Wipro NLTH, same like TCS NQT. Wipro NLTH will happen next month. Same Capgemini off campus and DXC off campus would happen in December. And Cognizant is coming to my campus this month, maybe next month. Then you would say, sir, I also want to give AMCAT, CoCubes, Litmus. What do I purchase then? Do you want me to purchase like 6 different online classes together? So in that case, I'd say we have something called as Royal Pass at Prep Insta. Right, so you can go ahead and join the Royal Pass course. So with the Royal Pass, everything that is there on Prep Insta, right? So the TCS course, Infosys course, the DXC, Wipro, AMCAT, CoCubes, Litmus, all of these IBM course, all of these courses are there as part of the Royal Pass. There is nano degree certification courses of C, C++, Java and Python and data structures. You'll get them. There is this, we are also launching artificial intelligence, machine learning, front end and back end courses of nano degree certification next month. So you'll automatically get it once they are launched. So basically in Prep, Royal Pass is basically everything that is there on Prep Insta as one course, right? So in the case, the price for Royal Pass is 4,444 if you purchase Royal Pass, or else you can just go ahead with just purchasing TCS Prime video course, right? So the price for that is 1999. I think we'll increase it today. So maybe when you're watching this video, this would already have had been increased, right? So that is there. Apart from that, in the TCS course, you will get the C and C++ and data structures courses as well with nano degree certification, because in the interview, TCS gives 20% marks to your certifications. That is very, very important. Right, so that's important. So that's pretty much about it. What we also do in all of our videos is the top 3 comments in each video get the free online classes. So your comment could be any doubt. Maybe I forgot to cover something in this video. So you can ask that doubt, and that would be an amazing doubt. So our team would select you to give online classes of TCS completely free. It could be something, maybe you got placed via help of Prep Insta, or how Prep Insta helped you, that kind of experience also, so you will get it. So randomly we'll select top 3 comments and you will get it. Also make sure that you share it with your friends as well, because filling the form is very important. You also share this video with your TPO as well, right? So that they can email to all the people, right? So that would be very, very important. We'll be uploading many, many videos. Syllabus video is already being shot. I'm not sure which video will come first. So you can watch the syllabus video wherein we are having the detailed pattern of the syllabus. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel. And again, I would like to thank my team one last time. It was very weird for me to ask total all 70 people who worked from 10 till 7 today, or like yesterday. And then I asked them that, okay, NQT has been announced. I got to know at 8 when TCS person called me. And they started working again from 9, and then they will work throughout the morning. So all these 70 people, I would like to thank them from your end as well, and from my end as well. So these are very hardworking people. They work for your success. In fact, Ishan, who's just behind this camera, is also shooting this video. In fact, Ishan also got placed in TCS in during his college time, but he's now working with Prep and Stuff. So thank you, Ishan, for shooting this video at my home. All of us are working from our home, but since me and our video photographer stay very close, so he comes to my house to shoot the video. So thank you again, my whole team. Thank you again for all the people. Make sure that you leave a thumbs up and a comment for our team as well. So it would be very small favor that I'm asking you, but I'm sure that these people would love your comment that, good work for Prep Insta people for so much hard work, and I'll show it to my team. They'll appreciate it. Thank you all of you. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel. Bye bye. All the very best. Prepare really well for TCS. And one good thing, along with TCS, other companies will also shortlist you based upon these scores when TCS is conducted. So it's a very great opportunity for all of you.